Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, you guys, I want to share with you a lesson that was really hard for me to learn in my first few years of business. And that is that you cannot scale your business with starter energy. And what the heck do you do instead, right? So let's talk about the energy first that built your business and why it's not going to be the same energy that actually grows and scales your business. Because you guys know what I'm talking about. When you first start, there's all these late nights, there's all these like weird Canva graphics or maybe something else graphics, right? There's all these like kind of do-it-yourself offers and really just the I'll figure it out mindset. It got you started, and that is something that you should be proud of. But if you're still operating like that 2-3 years in, that's why you're exhausted, and that's why your business isn't scaling, because you're so exhausted, right? And so there's kind of this line between being scrappy and resourceful and really being stuck. And this is where I see so many smart women who are driven stall, because they don't realize that the thing that helped them launch is not the same thing that's going to grow them. It's actually the thing that's holding them back, right? And so let's unpack this really quick, okay? So more importantly, let's actually fix it, okay? When you're in the beginning stages of your business, everything, and I mean everything, feels like pure hustle. You're Googling your way through all of the tech stuff and building your websites. Your pricing is based on what you think people are going to pay or would be willing to pay. And you're doing it all, like all of it, like the content, the customer, service, the admin work, like you're doing literally everything, and you need to do that in the beginning to get things going. And that kind of grit built your foundation. So it's like our egos are like, yes, we are freaking amazing, we did it. But if you stay in that energy, you build a business that 100% is reliant on you. And that means there's no breaks, there's no real systems, there's no scalability, and there's definitely not going to be peace on your end. And so here's what it looks like when you are stuck in starter energy. Here's how you can tell, right? So you are still kind of reinventing your offers every month, okay? You're still undercharging because you don't trust your actual value of what you bring to the table, what your business brings to the table, okay? You're doing probably all of the things, but not getting consistent results. And your revenue is probably still inconsistent. It might be more consistent than it was, but it's still inconsistent. And your brain honestly probably never shuts off. And it's not because you're lazy. I know that. It's because you haven't learned how to shift into the next identity, which is a CEO. You haven't learned how to be that business owner, that CEO version of you. And I'll be honest, the CEO version of you does not do everything. She builds systems so that she can run things, so that things will run without her, right? She makes decisions that support the business, not just her feeling in the moment. How do I feel? What do I want? Right? She creates offers that scale and are sellable, right? This shift is not about being stronger and working harder. It's about leading differently. And so I want to share with you guys, inside the Untamed Women Mastermind, we help our clients make this shift a lot faster, right? And we do it by we first start by realigning their month, because the schedule that works for a solopreneur does not work for women who build 6-figure brands. It just does not work. So we look at their schedule, we look at their month, we redefine their offers, we not just so that they can raise their prices, but to make sure their offers are actually scalable, right? And clear and aligned with their audience's actual needs. Then we're going to build systems, right? We talk about all kinds of back-end things that save you hours and hours a week and make you money while you're with your kids or on that friend's trip or, your weekend away. We do all of that, right? And then finally, we give you a community of women who are done playing small, which I think is probably the biggest thing you could get, right? Because starter energy cannot survive in a room full of CEOs who are aligned and taking action every single week, every single month. You rise just because you're surrounded by momentum of others rising. And that's what creates real growth. So there's no more random Canva templates, and there's not working late every night. I remember I used to be so proud of my 12-hour hustle days, you guys, but you start to feel like you're stuck in a cycle of doing everything and you're never getting ahead. And it's not because you're broken. It's because you've outgrown the way that you started. And so now it's time to build like a CEO. And that's what we do inside the Untamed Mastermind. It's not a course. This is the place where your strategy meets your execution every single week, every single month. You'll get the structure, you get accountability, you get the support that you need to stop spinning in your wheels and kind of just going round and round in circles and actually finally scale your business. So if you're ready to stop leading like a startup and start scaling like a CEO, then I want you to message me so that I can send you the details for the Untamed Mastermind. The link's in my bio. You can find it there as well. But you guys, your next level does not need more hustle. It needs more strategy. It needs more systems. It needs more support. And I want to help you build it.